It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
We on a mission and that's bringing y'all the truth. You know the problem, but we get into the root. The devil watching, yeah, he always on pursuit. But Jesus is our rock, so we shall not be moved. We on a winning team, so we can't lose. We say facts, cause we hitting y'all with proof. Started from the bottom, now we standing on the roof. As God as our witness, we gon' make it to the moon. When you want the truth, the world be hiding it. This the real word, we providing it. We got Ace, BK, Truth, Rick Star, and we plan to make a movie like it's Pixar. We came a long way from the plantation. We just tryna save your souls from damnation. So if you down with the message, tune in every week. It will lead you to the message that you seek.
It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real word.
Were we live? Yeah, welcome to the Real Word Season 9, Episode
25, man. 25.
Shout
I don't even remember
shout
the last episode was Kobe. I gotta say that was a good time.
And it's the black and white episode, as you can see.
We're back to the table to talk about something.
Yeah, man, we back here again.
Is it switching back and forth? I don't know.
I don't know. It looks like it's stuck on one.
Yeah.
So
they didn't even say nothing.
I mean, we're trying to figure it out. We're trying to figure out the new software that we're working on right now. So currently, we're working with multiple cameras. So if you can hear us, if you can see us, let us know.
Yeah, so I'm able to pick who's talking.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like back and forth.
Okay.
That's live.
Alright, so you control it though.
No, it's your episode. This is a lot of work. We need a third party.
Unless you could just go airplane mode.
I'm trying to figure out if it has auto. But that's probably, we gotta pay for that plan. Start a donation.
Yeah, man. If you want to donate, that's $ the real word Inc. That's $ the real word Inc. on Cashapp.
Oh, you gotta look at that camera.
$ the real word Inc. That's $ the real word Inc. Or you can check us out on PayPal, the PayPal Giving Fund, the Real Word at the PayPal Giving Fund, or GoFundMe / the Real Word Ministries if you want to donate. Check us out.
Oh, sorry, that was on me. This is tough. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah,
Because I was just thinking to myself, I gotta look at this camera, and you gotta look at that camera. And
why?
Me look at this.
No,
look at that.
I think both cameras is moving all the time though.
Oh, it's not. It's stuck.
Oh man, I just look straight. I look at whatever I want to look at.
I hear that.
Yeah, man. Man. So boom, so we wanted to talk about a lot of the different things that's going on in the world today, and a lot of the different things that we might be experiencing. And we put the episode in black and white to be black and white, just to be straightforward and just be honest with all of you about all the things that's been going on, all the things that we feel. Like recently, I've been doing a lot of research on Haiti, and I've been looking at how the economics and the history crippled by America, France, and also Canada and the UN even, and what they did to Haiti. From the.
What made you study that? I guess it was your culture, right?
Yeah, but while planning to go on the trip, I wanted to learn as much as I can before I got there. So I studied the history, I studied the landmarks, I studied the presidents.
You wanted to know
everything, yeah. So I studied what they showed me, and then I went and confirmed it with the people to see whether or not it was true or not.
I got it working.
Yeah?
Yeah, I got it working. Like every 3 seconds, it switches between us.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
So, is it still like? Oh yeah, it's Gucci.
Yeah.
So yeah, like that's just one of the many things that
we toasted, right?
Yeah. It's just one of the
been a long day. My bad.
Yeah. Like that's just one of the many things that like I did to prepare myself for the trip. And so one of the things I was reading about is when America invaded Haiti, and they basically invaded Haiti to take over the banks, and they took over the banks so they could force Haiti to pay them and to pay France what they was owed.
How you feel being American after hearing that?
And it was like that money would equate to $22 billion that could have went into the economy. They said that the GDP for Haiti is like around 25 million. Meanwhile, the GDP for the Dominican Republic, which is right next door, is like 700 billion. So it was like, yo, it doesn't even add up. Like something is off. So there was like how when America then invaded Haiti again, and then Bill Clinton, like he threw all of he was selling rice from Arkansas half off to the Haitians so that they wouldn't buy Haitian rice, they would buy rice from them. So then that caused all the farmers to collapse, and the farmers moved into the city. Once they moved into the city, that's where all the crime and all the things started happening, because usually people who lived in the mountains or they lived in and they made forest and whatnot. And so when the UN came, they started killing and raping people. Like, I heard there was raping kids, and
a lot of people do that.
I don't know, man.
They do that
like,
to
and there was like how
cross genes. In a sense. Yeah.
And it was like
by force.
They said that it was an outcry because they said 6 soldiers raped a little boy who was like 9 years old, and then they actually tried those soldiers and put them in jail. But there was like how just off the strength of everything that America did to hurt Haiti, America should pay restitutions, and so should France. But no one is going to really hold America to the fire to force them to pay restitutions to Haiti for all they did. And so, they
what a guilt battle,
the niggas head can't even get them to pay. So you think the ones in Haiti gonna get America to pay? It's like there's been a lot of emotional outcry. Like right now, there's no government in Haiti at all. So it's like everybody's running wild a little bit.
Do they even call that third world country?
I don't even know. So it's like anarchy almost. They say that the gangs mostly run the main city, and which is Port-au-Prince. But they're saying that
you was out there.
I was in the north. I was higher up. It was like the king of the north.
Like we in Game of Thrones.
But that's what it was. And
real life.
In a castle, right?
Real life. What an experience, man.
And just like in Game of Thrones, the North was always away from the South and didn't have to deal with none of the nonsense. They had their own kingdom.
Yeah.
And just like in Game of Thrones, there was the original kingdom. And that's why they had the King of the North.
The islands is really third world,
Yeah.
My father living in Jamaica was, he was the best farmer in Jamaica. That's what I found out from my mother-in-law. I call him Mama Shara, but he was the best farmer in Jamaica. He's in the book and everything, and I didn't know that. I didn't grow up with him in a sense of we told each other stories every week.
What do you grow? What do you grow?
Banana, mango. It depends on the season, but I know there's a big banana farm in a sense. He had to put so many sticks up to hold the banana, and the tree's big, tall, like 3 of me, in a sense of height. And the banana tree, because they're so heavy and ripe, they're leaning over, and he keeps supporting it. He keeps making sure it gets taller, because he's like, no, you gotta wait. You gotta just help it stand up. And farming is close to life to him. And in Jamaica, I found that story out, and I'm looking at, I don't want to, it's live, but it's a big piece of land, 18, it might be ironic, 18 acres. We split it 9-9, family. And even that's a barbaric battle. In a sense of, I find, families start fighting over leadership. When my father passed, it turned into a, this is mine to rule, in a sense of let me take care of it. But at the end, and in real life, it's really about who's actually taking care of it, not ego-wise, And that's actually, I would say, a sexist battle. If I gotta be brutally honest about it, it's because, it's the wife now, So she gotta deal with, first gaining the respect that she deserved to, take over what the king's plan was at the time.
Okay.
and she got to do it until one of his young kings, come take over. That was my duty in a sense of from him. I'll say that live. My brothers and sisters could know. That was what he told them in a rude sense of,
That's what he told them.
In an honest sense. I wouldn't even say rude.
And what he told them?
He told them Kimmil's the most responsible one.
So it's almost like you jumped ahead of all of them.
And in the sense of I didn't live with them either. So that's like, Jon Snow. If we talking Game of Thrones references. I'm the one that's like, you ain't really family. I know you cool, but yeah. So, it's always but they gotta admit the honest truth. I know you're really cool. Like you're not really, you don't got as much, scars as us. Like and that's what's I toasted that, man, in terms of going back to the homeland castle. That's why I respect that story. I get why, Game of Thrones out there.
Bro, I didn't even know it looked like that, bro. I didn't even know it was that much. I didn't even know we had that much, to be honest. It was
That's how I felt. I know.
It was all a shock to me. I was like, oh, okay. This is what. Okay, so you did something.
But now you was riding horses. My dad had a donkey. I was like, I think I'm gonna check out your land just to see if it's good, man. You're welcome to mine too. In that aspect, man. I was just more impressed with just that much space, like you said, man. It was just that much land is yours, and I started thinking, America is a big battle for land too. Whoever got the most real estate is actually whoever got the most land.
And they take land, and they take resources, like I was saying, like they took over Haiti and they stabilized it up until this day. And it's like they said that the 5% in Haiti holds 80% of the wealth, and the bottom is poor, while the top people living like they live in Beverly Hills with these big giant mansions with Olympic-sized pools and helipads, while other people live in the slums and pick up garbage all day. So it's like two different forms of living.
Who's really the team? Who's the team you say? Because you know what I like? I like that we have this table mindset of life. In the sense of everybody got lands and someone to take care of and families to take care of, and we're trying to group together and take care of everybody. Who's at the table? We wanted Ant here tonight. I want to say that live. We wanted Ant here tonight.
Oh, man.
I seen him last week at the bank, and I was just like, man, we got to chat again, man. I like his energy, He always brings it. That's a fact.
Yeah.
Who were we supposed to have on the podcast today?
I don't even know, man. It was somebody from Podmatch, and I guess they flaked, but it's cool.
What did he do? What was he?
I don't even know, bro. I don't be knowing what they do until they come on, to be honest.
Yeah.
A lot of them be popping up. But, yeah, man. But, going to Haiti, I was inspired to, get involved in Haitian politics, as dangerous as it may be. But then I was like, maybe I should focus more on American politics. But then, I started doing things in Haiti, as in, we did the food drive. We helped a couple people rebuild their homes, helped a couple people pay for their kids to go to school, help support a summer camp, And one of the things we did was we established the Real Word Haiti. And, my cousin, he came up with the idea. He was like, yo, now that you started this, now that you brought the company to Haiti, you could continue to promote it and have more people learn about it. I said, what do you mean? He said, yo, what we could do is get a bunch of pretty girls, get some t-shirts, print them out, and just have people walk around with their shirts. People can automatically like, yo, what's that about? And then we show what we did already, and then we just keep doing work, and we just show up on the scene.
So you're going to continue the Real Word Haiti?
Yeah, it's cheaper too.
And you help more people.
Yeah, so right now, he making like 20 shirts, so that's like 20 people that's all gonna run out with the same shirt.
Yeah.
And then he was talking about, right now they beefing, the DR and he's beefing over a canal, so the DR shut down all of their borders and all of their airports. That's like all of their flights from and to Haiti is canceled. So there's a whole bunch of people stuck at the border, and there's a whole bunch of people trying to sell things at the border, because both countries do commerce at the border.
They trade.
Yeah, They said the Dominican Republic makes over $722 million off of Haitians with the trade, and Haitians bring in about 7 million only off of the trade. But they're saying that in unaccounted money is probably like maybe 200 million made on the street, people just hustling that the tax that doesn't get taxed. And so like everybody's hustling at the border with each other, and y'all shut it down because
that's good, man. Cut out the middleman.
the Dominican Republic president shut it down because the Haitians are building a canal to bring in water into Haiti. Basically, Dominican Republic has the wet side, the side that gets all the good water, that gets all the good like vegetation and the good atmosphere, and Haiti's on the dry side. Like it's dry, it's dusty, it's barely any water, and it's like dust everywhere. It's dust, like the floor is hard. So it's like Haiti wants to build a canal in the Massacre River. Ironically, it's called the Massacre River because thousands of Haitians was massacred by the Dominicans during this. All right, so Haiti had invaded the Dominican Republic one time and took over for like a short period of time, but they still took over. And then there was a lot of hostilities between the Dominicans and the Haitians. Eventually, they got the Haitians out by getting support from Spain. So when they forced them back into the river that creates the border, they killed a lot of them. So they killed over, I think, 60,000 Haitians and threw them into the river till the river ran red, till the water was red.
And this is how recent.
This was like maybe in the late 1900s, like 1906, 19 something.
Oh, I thought you was gonna tell me in 2023.
No, right now is they beefing in the Massacre River. The Massacre River,
same river.
Exactly. They beefing because the Haitians are trying to build a canal to bring the water from the Massacre River into Haiti. To
I wonder what the island people think of that.
To water the crops, because the Dominicans are benefiting from all of the water, but the Haitians is dried on that side, so they want to build a canal to bring the water to them.
What's the top resource in Haiti right now? What is their top resource?
That's a good question.
Yeah.
I know they got bananas.
Cause everybody heading there.
And they got mangoes.
And they gotta fight for their own land in a sense.
And they have a couple stuff, man. There are a lot of, they had even more stuff before, but now it's like,
cause everybody raiding.
Yeah, it's just like everybody's raiding the Caribbean, and a lot of people sick, man. They be going there cause it's little laws, little legislation and laws. So a lot of people go there for sex trafficking, holiday, what was it called? Passport bros, where they go to like vacate for sex, right? But then some people are even more sinister, like they go to have sex with kids, which is crazy. Yeah, they be raping like 6-year-olds, 9-year-olds.
Right now?
Wilding out, like when you really research the world and see what's going on around the world, you see like this sick people, man. Sick people. They be raping men and women, boys and girls, like sick people, like they sick, like
How does their goal?
There was
forget it.
There was these U.S. troops that was stationed, I think, in Iraq or Iran during the war, and it was like 4 or 5 of them. They see a 16-year-old girl because there was like a checkpoint, and they used to watch the 16-year-old girl every day, and she used to play with her brothers. And at first she was staying at her uncle. At first she was at her house, but then there was like, the army people keep looking at her. Go put her at her uncle's house. But then she went back to her house, and then one day the military guy said, let's go rape her. So they went, they shot a family member, they shot another family member. I think they shot the mom, and then they shot another family member. Then they had sex with the girl, the other ones had sex with the girl. Then they set the girl on fire. After they set her on fire, they burned the house. And it was like, and they did all of that. And one of them tried to kill himself, but they all went to jail though. They all got like capital murder. But that wasn't. But the things they did in Haiti, they did a lot of wild, sick things too in Haiti. Like it was mad massacres under Papa Doc, Baby Doc, and America sanctioned it because America backed all those presidents and whichever presidents. Yes, like this is documented. You could go and read it. Like like.
What's the resource?
different resources, but you just put it in. Okay, so the way politics work is that America will back any person that allows them to come in their country and do as they want. So some of the presidents that abused America was Reagan, Nixon, Clinton, Bush, you know, all of them. So they were the ones that was violating Haiti, particularly Bill Clinton the most, and Reagan. Like, you know, they invaded Haiti, like invaded, took over, robbed the banks, like took the money, said that you owe us because you niggas took over. Like, we used to make money off of y'all, even though y'all were slaves. We still owned y'all at the time, so you owe us some bread now that y'all slaves are free. Because this is all the bread we could have made off of y'all if y'all was our slaves.
Manipulation.
Like, this is our bread, nigga. Like, give me like
crazy manipulation. We deserve this.
Yeah, that's how they feel. Like, this is ours, and they took it, and they made us even more poor.
How did they take it? War, or they snuck?
They took it by force, like killing, raping, and pillaging. Like, they came in, they had bigger guns. Yeah, we didn't have an army. Haiti don't have an army. Haiti don't have a navy. We barely have a police force.
That probably makes that makes any country popular, right?
Right.
Army.
That's what America always did. That's what the French always did. That's what the British did. That's what the French did when they forced the first debt on Haiti. They came with, I think, like they said 13 or 15 like naval ships lined up, and they was like, pay us or we're gonna start war. And they was like, we can't beat this many ships, so if they start shooting cannons, they're gonna kill everybody. So they was like, all right, we're gonna pay.
Yeah. Yeah. So armies needed.
Of course, the armies need. Army's defense, like, that's why they call it the defense budget, defense strategy, the Department of Defense. But really, what are they defending? But that's why when there's no war in America, they sell, and that's what they make the most money off of, selling. So that's when it's like a relief packet, is when they sell, basically loan out weapons. That's what they did with Ukraine. Like, they gave them military aid in the sense of they give them weapons on a loan. They're like, if you win, pay us back. If you lose, you still pay us back.
I got a buzz thought. Who is the army in the family? Is it men, or is it just who makes up the army in the family? You know.
I mean, you gotta understand, like, the military machine itself. The army's there to set a base. Like, that's basically it. And then you ask yourself, who's set a base? Because when it comes to war, the Marines go in first majority of the time and clear shit out. Like, the Marines go in, and then the Navy, like, they help bring over the army. Like, they help bring over, like, the base. Like, the planes,
being
the
able
trucks,
to pack
the
people.
Humvees, and they help set up. So, like, refuel jets, all that other stuff. So it's like, who's setting up the base? Like, that's the female. Like, she's setting up the base. The man would be like the Marines. He come in, clear things up, and set it up so she could set a base.
I'm interested in that because I was watching Black Panther, right? The cartoon, the anime. It was on Disney. It was season 5 of the Marvel's Assembles, if anybody want to know. But I remember watching it, and the women were kind of like the hunters in a sense. Of the guy was the shield, and the women were the sword. I was wondering if it was America's manipulation, if they were trying to twist the story.
And they probably were, just like how they try to make the female fighters part of a certain
community. My wife argued with me saying, you know, the cheetah or the lion, the female lions hunt, the king stays at home.
A lioness.
Yeah, and she was like, you know, the females are...
She could be right. Because generally, in a pride, there's usually only one lion. And then there's multiple female lions. Because most of the time, with the one male lion, he would have to beat out all the other lions in the wild.
To be the king, in a sense, So they don't really hang together. I remember I was watching what's it called? Zoo on Netflix. A series about the animals get a sense of communication with each other. Like, the animals start hating humans, and they get a sense of how to work together. And one of the first episode actually was the biggest, the king of the jungle. The lion males were hanging together, plotting on attacking a human truck. Because, people going through Africa and they're sightseeing, saying hi to the animals and everything. But there's this virus in the air that causes the animals to develop instinct of, being able to communicate each other and team up on humans. So they was like, yo, I've never seen male lions together. And he started thinking to himself, that's mad odd. I do this zoo trip every year, every time, every month, and all of a sudden male lions are hanging together. And his father is what they call a crazy lunatic. He saw this coming.
Oh, conspiracy theory.
Yeah. So he's like, my father always says that the animals will one day develop the instinct to hate us, in the sense of, and realize there's more of them than us.
Not anymore though.
That's why humans are killing animals, isn't it? Keep that thing on a leash, in a sense.
Yeah. Most of the biggest animals are the ones that's extinct.
And they're the ones that usually are hiding out because they know.
Or they're in captivity. There's very few in the wild.
They don't let them multiply.
Most of the bigger ones are hunted to extinction because they're vilified, like tigers.
I mean, even the mythical ones, like, which is, they're actually real. Dragon, they call it, the Komodo dragon is actually the animal version of it. But dragons are like reptiles. And a Komodo dragon is the strongest sea creature there is. He's like a crocodile looking one.
Oh, you're talking about the big one?
Yeah. So the Komodo dragon is the bigger version of the crocodile, a huger version, like a hippo. And pretty much that's why they're also going almost extinct. There's like 7 in the world or something like that.
Yeah, I haven't seen a Komodo dragon ever.
I'm sure.
But it'll be scary though, probably, if the size of a hippo. It's big like a hippo?
Frolic. And it has the face of like a lizard dragon, The lizard faces are long like dinosaurs. Dinosaurs are also a mythical one that has been extinct. And guess what they resemble? Reptiles, in a sense. I only know this because I did my study on, because after that show, I definitely started thinking about how do animals, I've always been like a Discovery Channel type of kid. And I was always into the animals and Discovery Channel was just the channel we had back then, with no cable. That's when TVs and stuff were big boxes. That was when I was a kid, that's what kept me busy.
Yeah, fatback TV.
Yeah, that's what kept me busy on TV. I saw Discovery Channel. I was like, this is more interesting than, the cartoons at that time, between 7 and 8. Yeah. And since that show, I've just been looking into, more instinctive creature thinking, And in the sense of, the third world countries, my father would always tell me, it's the same shit. He'll go out there, he got to have men on the yard with machetes. And, he brought his brother out there because he realized that, you do need a team. You need, in a sense of a protective gate. And when he went out and saw the land when he got cancer, he was thinking,
he got a big gate around the land.
Yeah, in a sense of
a big cinder block.
And if it's not the gate, because he just got the land, it'll be tall trees. Like he'll leave bushes in a sense of like a fence.
Oh,
he would not cut those trees down because he had to cut the land himself. Like imagine, walking there and they like, all right, so let's walk around your land. And he started walking. They was like, all right, build from here. And it's only one small house there, so he had to cut through the land that he wanted to own in a sense of, start putting cement down and stuff. He built it in a sense of with a team, of course, but that was his, thinking. First thought is like, there's nothing but trees here.
You got a picture on there?
My mother do, but yeah, and. It's kind of like he put his own basketball court. He got a water heater, so when it rains, he just picks up the water. You don't got to pay for water, or in that sense, he's of course got to pay for electricity to run the water heater.
We got all that in Haiti, but the way my dad did it, like they dug a hole deep in the ground, and then the water came up, and then they put a big basin like under the garage that
like
catches.
A filter or something.
It's like a big pool, and then they cover it, and then it catches all the water, and then there's another, like those those water towers on top of the house. There's one on top of the house.
Yeah,
and
that
pumps it from down all the way to the water tower. And then they got solar panels. So in the
Yeah,
daytime,
my
we get
father
energy
got
from
that
solar
too.
panels, and it goes into these batteries. They got
Yeah.
like stacks of batteries, like 8 batteries stacked up. They're like giant car batteries. And then at nighttime, they balance out the power with the power from a gas generator. So then we have electricity 24 hours like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He still has a gas generator.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I don't think my father. I might have to go and get one for him.
Facts.
In a sense of, I know when he, especially when he was away dealing with his treatments, like he had the solar panels, but if it was raining too often, you know, it wouldn't stay charged for that long. So he had, you know, keeping all the powers off. He wasn't there. Is that me or you?
I think that's you.
Oh, it is me. Oh, his phone was there. And speaking of that, that's my father's wife right here. I'll have to answer when we get off. But speaking of that, well, yeah, and I know when he's gone for too long, he needs somebody to reset the solar panel. So I had to go make sure my passport good. Yeah.
Like he got big solar panels?
What's big? What are we talking? Because it's a big house, like 7 bedrooms, and there's a bathroom in each bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, that looks fun. I enjoyed my shower. Ain't nothing feel more clean on it. I mean, I think that's like the most luxurious feeling, having a bathroom to yourself.
Like how much floors it has?
It has 2 floors.
Okay.
Tall ceiling, in
Okay.
a sense. You know, that type of feeling.
Nice.
Tall ceiling. And stairs going around like this.
Oh, you got the circular stairs?
Yeah, so we go around and then we walk to the side for bedrooms. He was on this side, you know, one door. He kept it all to himself. Everything else was like, you know, the balcony and pretty much, like a nice little lounge area, living room type of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He made it like an American house, or he made it like a Jamaican house?
Nah, he made it like, I guess, an American house, because I don't know, the other Jamaican houses with wood.
Yeah.
I ain't see, you know, that mansion feeling. That's what he gave. That's what he went for. Yeah.
Nice. He got the pillars too? Like the pillar poles?
That's what around the stairs.
Oh, nice.
Around the stairs there's 2 pillars. And the entrance is 2 pillars, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, when you drive the car, you go under the pillars and you drop the people off. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I gotta say, man,
then the land's in front or the land's in the back?
The land's in the back. He has the land in front that he chopped down himself, and he got one tree that he kept there, you know, for decoration. And it's the mango tree, so you can climb it if you really Jamaican, like they say. That means you practice, and you can pick off a mango, or you just wait till it drop.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that was a tree I didn't get to eat from, because when I went, that was the wrong season. That was August. Yeah, they said I was supposed to go earlier, like June, to get mango.
Yeah, because when I was in here, he didn't have much mango either.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's my experience with that. And thinking about, I lost my train of thought. If I recall it, pretty much keep building your land that you got, you know.
Because I'm guessing you could build more houses on the land if you wanted to.
In fact, from my knowledge, she's building one right now. Another one. And this one is more. And that's the problem right now, you know, in terms of who is your army, you know? Who are the people you bring into your area to protect it and so on?
What do you mean?
Who can you... Because, you know, when you got something, you gotta think about, like, who's the offensive person, who's the defensive person, you know? And that's real. Am I wrong? Even in basketball, even in football, in life, you know?
Yeah.
You got people who play the back and you got people who play the front. So, you know, I always like to look at it as, you know, especially, I just had a son, you know. That's why I'm in battle mode, I feel like. Because now, you know, I had daughters and now I have a son that's my own, and they're like, man, I gotta, you know, make sure you know how to play the game. I mean, I gotta know the game good enough to teach you the game. And I gotta be more passionate about the game, you know? Yeah. So that's how I'm feeling right now. I mean, we was just talking Game of Thrones and the armies, and I'm like, man, who is the army right now? Right? I know me and you was on the army. That's why we at the table. But I'm thinking, yeah, we gotta get the Army, you know, we gotta have more of these table talks, you know, with the Army lieutenants.
I mean, I set up the table at my house for that.
Yeah.
Do you remember the first time we had a meeting at my new place, and I was like, yeah, this Kimmel gave me this idea.
Yeah.
He was like, yeah.
That was a celebration.
He was like, you gave me credit. He was like, I didn't think you gave me credit. And he was like, yeah, that's me.
I was shocked. I was like, oh, you know, you didn't have to, but you did. I'm impressed. Respect. I was shocked, man. Because it was your daughter's birthday, so I didn't think he was going to do that, man.
No, I think that was the Super Bowl, I think.
Nah, it was, yeah.
I think, yeah.
It might have been the Super Bowl.
Yeah, it was the Super
like
Bowl.
Too much celebration.
We had a couple after that, though.
Yeah, that's when I'm like, too much celebration, because it was like probably, I'm thinking like, celebration number 3 or something.
We got Freedom's kid birthday. We got
I'm thinking celebration like number 3. It was your daughter's birthday. That's what popped in my head. Yeah. How is baby girl? You know,
she good, man.
The kids are good. That's good. I gotta press the teachers before we go. How do you feel? I don't know. My school right now, 115, is not checking homework.
Oh man.
I just felt this today, so it's live. It's not like I've been devious about it. But I gotta talk about it because I'm calling her tomorrow. But I want to know if I'm wrong in the sense of how do you feel about teachers not checking homework every day?
Man, I deal with the opposite. My kid goes to Success Academy, right? And they gave her one of those laptop tablets, like those laptops that flip into a tablet.
Like they call it like a Surface or one of those.
Yeah, and she has to do her homework on it. Like they give her a barcode, she scans the picture, and she goes into the computer, and it shows the lesson for the week. Every day is a different lesson. That's
like very modern.
And then when she's done, she gotta hit submit, and then it goes, psh, congratulations, like the emoji that goes, congratulations.
What is that? I already know.
But if she doesn't do it the next day, they'll hold her, because instead of releasing her in the yard, they'll release her in the
She'll feel that.
In the auditorium, and then you'll have to pick up in the auditorium, and they'll do like, oh, your kid didn't do homework, and her teacher be texting me, oh, is there something wrong with her computer? Is there something wrong with her login? She didn't do her homework. And then the school will send me an email. Oh, did the school email you? I'm sure you received it. Because the school has an app.
They even double check it?
Yeah, they got bro, you got set up for the school app, the school email, and the teacher texts you. I'm like, yo, like, y'all niggas chill, man. I'm gonna get it done. So I had to do it before I got here today. Because I was like, I'm not gonna deal with your teacher.
This might have been the realest I ever heard.
Man, like,
I can feel that. I know that. It might be a lot.
Yeah, man.
I feel like I'm on a job. Like,
you gotta go on a tablet. You gotta trace out the words.
You know what I'm bringing up to the teachers tomorrow? Bringing up that, y'all not working hard enough, man. I feel, but I've had to take it over tonight, and I'm thinking to myself, man, like, what is school? I'm like, what are you there for? Like,
I mean, you just confirmed I made the right choice. Cause I had a sent it to 115, and I was like, man.
But you know, not everybody's the same. Don't let this one person one rotten apple make the whole tree bad.
I was like, man, that's a nigga school. I ain't sent my kid there. There's too much niggas there.
I went to 115, man. Yeah. And they're doing very well. They're getting a new playground. They have a after school step in dance, and they got programs.
Yeah.
And I just feel like it's not just, and you know what, to defend them, you know, it was also 212. It was kind of during 2020, the COVID area. I feel like the
teachers got lazy.
Yeah. That's what I felt like. Or I wouldn't even say lazy. Maybe it's weak. Let's just talk about money. It might have been, you know, they felt underpaid or underappreciated. So now I feel like they're kicking back.
But now what they do is they just hire younger people now and then pay them less.
They're hungry, yeah.
Yeah, they pay them less. And then they also pay for their masters, and then they say you gotta work for a certain amount of time for us.
You know, that's how loans work.
And then they track them like that, like, yeah, we got you, sucker.
Yeah. You know, you gotta look at it in terms of, you know, this is the deal. This is it. This is what's on the table. You with it or not? Yeah. With it or not. We closing out?
Yeah, closing thoughts, man.
Let's keep having table talks, man. Yeah.
Yeah, man. Shout out to everybody who's been watching. Shout out to everybody who's been supporting. Shout out to everyone that has been able to help us so far, thus far. We spoke about a lot of different topics, and I hope that these topics resonated with you. We spoke about the current crisis in Haiti. We spoke about the issues that we deal with in our everyday lives, and then we also spoke about
royalty, man.
Royalty. We spoke about the school systems. Then we compared public school to charter schools.
We talked about the land.
Yeah. Speaking of that, charter schools is beefing right now because a lot of people trying to shut them down. But I feel like charter schools work, in my opinion. Yeah. So that's the real word.
That's the real.
The Heineken's. Close out with a quick prayer. Dear Heavenly Father, bless this podcast. Help us to continue to do your work. Bless those viewers that are watching. Bless our supporters that continue to support this channel. And we ask that you continue to help us grow humbly as we put it all in your name. In your son's name, Yeshua Jesus. Amen. Amen, amen, amen. So thank you for watching. Let me see if I can close out this live. And we're done.
It's the real word. It's the real word. It's the real